Thank you. It's just a great turnout here, which really is a good sign for this legislation. Today, April 29th, is Arbitration Fairness Day, a day where groups and individuals and lawmakers are coming together to fight forced arbitration. I and many others here have spent a lot of time focusing during the first 100 days of the Obama administration on restoring the rule of law. And that's a very broad agenda that we've been talking about, but it actually includes this bill, which protects America's right to have their day in court. I first started being concerned about this issue in 1994 when I read an article in the New York Times on the shuttle about people having to sign a mandatory arbitration agreement before they went to work at a securities firm that even meant they waived their day in court for sexual harassment or racial discrimination. And I didn't realize how broad this practice would grow to be and how many contexts it would take away people's right to their day in court. And so we have been working on this in many different ways, but this is the big bill. This is the one that just simply stops the practice, which is where we should be. I'm so pleased that I have a great partner in the House, Representative Hank Johnson, who is leading the effort there. He'll be here soon. Jamie Lee Jones of Houston, Texas, went through an unimaginable ordeal when she sought justice and, unbelievably, was forced into arbitration to redress those grievances. David Kurth of Burlington, Wisconsin, lost his father due to poor nursing home care. When his family tried to sue, the nursing home claimed they were required to go to arbitration. This bill would change these situations. This bill would prevent parties using their bargaining power to force consumers, employees, and others to agree in advance to take any disputes to arbitration. And here's where the biggest problem is with our legislation, is people say, well, arbitration's a good thing. You bet it's a good thing. It's something I've always believed in. I've attended arbitrations over the years between parties. But it's not a good thing if it's prior to a dispute arising. It has to be somebody saying, look, this dispute has arisen. I'm willing to agree with the other side that we'll go to an arbitrator. If they think it's quicker or fairer or going to be a better chance for resolution, that's great. But before you know what you're up against, before you know what you're giving up in terms of your day in court, it does not make sense. And that is the message that we all have the responsibility to get through, to get over that, frankly, a phony barrier that people throw up to this reasonable legislation. Arbitration should be entered into knowingly and willingly by both parties. And I'm pleased to say that we already have confirmed 3 co-sponsors, and by the end of the day we expect to have over twice that many additional ones, so I'm hoping for at least 10 or 11 senators as we introduce the bill later today. So thank you very much.